we both, I know, we are the most pampered children in the family.
This means that a lot of secrets and unsaid things coming out in the public today.
We want to understand the perspective of being an elder sibling versus the perspective of being a younger sibling. Because of that elder sibling, you get a head start in life. Because they kind of create a cocoon around you.
Your sibling will sit you down and say, look, I have made this mistake, please don't make it. Teammate acting as a teammate and acting as an opponent.
Our parents very smartly labeled us from the very beginning as two different people only. So we were kings in our own places.
Right.
So there was no fighting for that one throne.
Sibling is our first rival. Sibling is also our first best friend. Would have started as opponents, but today we are teammates. Today me and Tanvi, we stand strong for each other.
A relationship can be any way. It's about how it really matures with time and how it really has something for everyone who is in that relationship.
But on few occasions, she's also been a mother to me.
Teenage is when it got like a little deeper and emotional. Parents then were not creating that cool of a window that you can go and talk to them. The first time I got my mens, it was my sister who taught me how to use a sanitary napkin.
In early and middle childhood, it was almost like we were contemporaries. I mean, she was leading and I was following. So most of the time there was fight for clothes and parents' attention at that point of time.
Who is the parents' obvious favorite? Be honest. Partners in crime and lifelong friends. Family by chance, but friends by choice. From childhood to adulthood, this bond never fades. Which relationship is this that I'm talking about? Welcome to Hustle and Heart with Juhi and Tanvi. And by now you must have already guessed that this is our siblings that I've been talking about, the ones who make life's journeys so much more beautiful. Our first guest today is a doctor. She's an MD in anesthesia, a loving wife, and a wonderful mother to her 2-year-old. However, she became a mother way before she had her son. That is when Tanvi had her daughter. Let's welcome Dr. Prutha Dandavate Kulkarni here with us today. We are pleased to have you here.
Our next guest on Hustle and Heart is my partner's little sister, Bhumika. She's a lawyer by profession who can argue her way literally for anything. At just 27, she's so clear about the way she leads her life. She carries her relationships effortlessly as a caring wife, as a loving daughter, as a super sister and a doting Masi to her nephew. She has had the privilege of working with some big names in the legal world. And now she has carved out her own path. With a warm, vibrant spirit, I welcome the lovely Bhumika Bajaj Bangeja. First of all, thank you both for agreeing to do this, because we know that this means that a lot of secrets and unsaid things coming out in the public today. And we really wanted to do this episode because sibling is one relationship which has been a training ground for all the other relationships, like how to share, how to compete, how to fight, how to make up.
See, that's a very big difference. And that's what is going to, lead us to our first segment, is where we want to understand the perspective of being an elder sibling versus the perspective of being a younger sibling. So, to begin with, as far as my memory goes back, I have always been told that by my parents that after us, it is Jogi, your elder sister, who you have to listen to, who you have to follow. And apart from us, we always wish the best for you. She's the next one in line who's going to wish the best for you. So you have to listen to her. And of course, she was academically ahead of me. Her friendships, everything, she was ahead of me, right? So you understand that, okay, these are the mistakes that she's making, or these are the things I have to learn from. And she had a lot of lessons when she got back home. That, okay, these are the things you have to understand, which I did, you don't. And that's like a head start you get on the race line. Because of that elder sibling, you get a head start in life. Because they kind of create a cocoon around you that you do not tumble ahead and you do not fall around just because they were not able to pass on the advice. So I feel, as far as I remember, it's been advices, it's been fun, but I feel I've been very happy and content to, primarily begin with that I'm the younger one. do not know how I would have turned out to be the elder one. I am in an elder position right now because I'm married to an elder sibling, but the younger one was a cakewalk. What are your thoughts about this?
So, being a younger sibling, I definitely shouldered less responsibility. Like, there's not always rainbows and sunshine when you are a younger sibling. I sometimes did feel like there was lesser attention at home. So, for the longest time, maybe I had stronger bonds outside of family, outside of siblings. We look at elder siblings more like a role model or an inspiration. So, and parents always tell us that these are the mistakes. And pura dunya, full world will be telling us ki, what you should be doing, what is good for you. But only your sibling will sit you down and say, look, I have made this mistake, please don't make it. So that I think what not to do is very, very important than what you should be doing. And also from a younger sibling's point of view, I feel till date, my parents rely on Tanvi a lot for a lot of trivial matters, many responsibilities on her. And I'm pretty sure being the elder sibling is very precious. So cannot imagine being in that place, honestly. So I think being the younger sibling, I was more adventurous. I was more easygoing, more carefree. So I think that made me even go offbeat from the path of business that both of you all today are leading family businesses, and we are completely in a different field. So I think that says a lot about the younger siblings, perspective, younger siblings' attitude towards life.
So yeah, I feel to add on to that, because they were given the responsibility and they did it so well, we got the leeway to pursue what we were actually passionate about in life. And we got that luxury which maybe they did not get.
Right.
Because they knew that, okay, they have to step up in the game and they have to come into the picture too soon, too fast. Maybe they couldn't pursue the passions that we very easily could. But the funny part is we didn't even realize.
We didn't realize,
Except for the part that we were, undesignated parents of children, we didn't give birth. That is one thing. But इतना सब कुछ कर रहे थे वो हमको पता नहीं पड़ा. Until today when we actually look back to connect it.
Yes. I think as a elder sibling, what Prutha said is right. See, I have been under that pressure constantly that I was not only the elder sibling to Prutha, but the elder sibling in the entire family. So elder one. So there was a lot of pressure. Every now and then my parents were like, whatever you do, they will learn from you.
Yeah,
so
like
you
You're
have to
setting
be
the benchmark by your actions, by your conduct, everything.
So even getting married, I got married at 23, and that has very much to do because I am an elder sibling. Okay, if you don't marry at a good age, when will your sister marry? She got married at 27, but then I felt, अरे then मुझे इतना जल्दी शादी क्यों करवाया? Because having a younger sibling, I think that was the start of my leadership training somehow, which is helping me a lot today. My parents had just they had so much trust in me to take care of the entire family, even when I was 11 years, even when I was 12 years. I don't think they've told Pruthi to do this. But I think that was start of my leadership training. And yes, now if I look back, I realize that, okay, I was in pressure. Till maybe I'm living in pressure always because now I've already, I'm married to a elder sibling again. I'm the buddy bahu of the house. So then I will have a Devrani coming in. So again, there's that responsibility. Yes, there was a lot of pressure growing up, but I'm happy that I had that pressure because today it makes me a stronger businesswoman.
I mean, that is a very, very strong point that you made, that, being elder siblings really led the path for us to be better leaders. However, there is one thing that, setting an example, doing what we are doing, we did what we did, but being able to grasp from it and then to be able to understand that it is being said for your good and then to actually apply it in your lives, that is something which we are too proud to do, maybe because we've never had that opportunity. And I don't know, but you all have been able to pick that up. And that's why when you look at your life, it looks like a properly shaped, a beautiful mermaid dress penny life it looks like. And then ours is a little bit of here and there because there was nobody to cover up. Okay, I mean, I think it is, like you said, it has really made us who we are, and it has made our bond also very much beautiful because of the way we've been able to co-learn. We've been able to learn from each other, with each other, along with each other. And especially, I feel with the elder siblings, the parents, when our parents had them, I feel they themselves were still growing as people in life, as a couple, because back then they used to have children, what, in like a year of within the marriage or so and so forth. So they did not even get the time to know each other as a couple.
Correct.
And here they have one more being, and it's like an experiment session with them.
Yeah, it's a trial and error. The first
Exactly. The first is a trial and error. So they are the guinea pigs of this experiment. And because of that, we've also got another way out for them.
a mixture of instinct and trial and error.
Exactly. Yeah, but then sometimes they tend to be very carefree with second one also. हो जाएगा, छोड़ दो. You all basically get the hand-me-downs. What we want, you get those. So that there's a good enough pros and cons for both the situations.
I think what you said, Juhi, so with me and Prutha, it was very different. Me and Prutha were not that close when in our childhood, and it was constantly we both were constantly on the opposite side. We never acted as one team, or we never had the chance of maybe covering up for each other. We were always finding each other's mistakes, pointing out and complaining to our parents. So we have had that childhood. And what I have heard from Juhi is that you both were more of a teammate, and she always tells me that before Sanveer, I think you have been her kid. So yeah, so this more than the elder sibling or the younger sibling perspective is there, but on the other hand, there is teammate acting as a teammate and acting as an opponent. So what do you guys have to say about this?
I think about this teammate and opponents thing, in our relationship also, there have been like bits and pieces where we've also felt like opponents, is because the whole drama or the story around this is कि मम्मी पापा की appreciation चाहिए.
They have a
position that
yeah.
their opponents by a parent.
By our
We are
parents, yeah.
benefiting each other. In that they are benefiting, because we as opponents are in constant struggle of being the better version of ourselves only. So वो लोग हम लोग को आपस में करके कि उसकी तारीफ की तूने क्या किया वाला सिस्टम में, they know that the other one is being discriminated now. या उसको point out किया that you did not do this properly and see she got a star and all that. So the other one will feel that now that, oh, I was not told and I was put down here, I have to do this. But in all of this, in the background, I never realized that now I was looking at her as a competition, that now she's doing this and I am not getting that attention and I'm not getting that appreciation at home. So in those situations, we've had that. Somehow that didn't culminate into our disliking for each other.
Yeah.
Although there was competition, fierce at times, but never in a way that would, pose each other, both of us against each other. And I mean, our bond would get affected because of that. Somehow that didn't happen. They were very sly to make sure. Our parents very smartly labeled us from the very beginning as two different people only. And our personalities do not merge at all.
Yeah.
So we were kings in our own places.
Right.
So there was no fighting for that one throne. So they were trying to put us in different battles, but the main thing over there was you have to achieve. You have to do something. Karna hai kuch 19.5 pe kyun aaya wo batao. Like she said, like the first episode she said that, and I was like, yeah, that's my father. And that is what, like, days when she used to get good marks and all, that's what whole thing that I'll also get it next time. I'll also show it to them. All of those things.
It was very different for us. I mean, we didn't begin as opponents. We were brought up that way in the beginning. Parental dynamics, or whatever you want to call it, societal influence. But eventually, sibling relationship is actually the first unit of social interaction for us. Like as younger ones, we see the world through an older sibling, through your lens. So mostly in most Indian families, sibling relationship only gets healthier with kids. If you say that sibling is our first rival, sibling is also our first best friend. Sibling is there for us, and that's when it becomes easier to navigate school, career, relationships, anything. So it would have started as opponents, but today we are teammates. Today me and Tanvi, we stand strong for each other. No matter what happens, like not one, I mean, I can say 3 very strong memories that I have, and best memories that I have with Tanvi. First is going to be when she told me about Tejas. Second was when she was having Kyra, and third was when she was having Aryan. Like all these 3 times, I was the first to know, and it made me feel so special. And there was like a unseen force that brought us closer, and that still exists. And there is no denying. When we started talking to each other, actually, we realized, and I was in Mumbai, she was in boarding school, so there was not much time also, not so much communication also that happened between the both of us. We may not talk to our husbands, we may not talk to our mother or father or even our child for that matter, but we'll talk to each other and sort things out because we know that this is a non-judgmental space that we have for each other. There is some unsaid trust that is there even though we never talked about it. And like she said, it has grown stronger with time.
So there are basically two kinds of sibling relationship that we can see sitting here amongst us, is where it was like a very obvious thing that if I have a boyfriend, obviously Bhumika will be the first one to say. And for you, it was more like an honor when she told you. So, I mean, a relationship can be any way. It's about how it really matures with time and how it really has something for everyone who is in that relationship, something to, really gain as a matter of somebody to trust, somebody to rely on, or somebody to guide you through your next steps in life. So it's a natural phenomena that one of us has to be the elder one and one of us had to be the younger one. But, how have the various stages of our lives been with respect to being together, having each other? Could be our childhood, our teenage, which is I'm sure going to be the most hot topic ever. And then going on to being adults, then getting married, and how have we been able to use each other or help each other navigate through these various stages of life?
Childhood, though, as you remember, you remember only the fun stuff and maybe a few cat fights that you're pulling each other's hairs. But teenage is when it got like a little deeper and emotional. That you have to come and share each and everything. This happened in a day, that happened in a day. You're hitting puberty and you're feeling things now as a girl. And of course, parents then were not creating that cool of a window that you can go and talk to them. So the only person accessible for me was my sister. That I go and tell her, okay, that I'm feeling so and so. This new feeling of attraction towards boys is coming, and what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to act upon it? What am I supposed to do? All those conversations. To so much so that the first time I got my mens, it was my sister who taught me how to use a sanitary napkin. Secondly, on the little of a negative angle, the criticism that used to come in. That she wanted me to flourish as a great person once I'm an adult, 18, 19, 20. But in 15, 16, the people I used to speak with, the friends I was making, the criticism that used to come, that used to make me a rebellion. That, okay, why is she commenting so much? So much so to saying that you're not my mother. Don't try to be my mother. You're an elder sister. Be an elder sister. So we've had those cat fights at that time. Like, okay, no, I'm not going to listen to you. And she's saying that if you do this, I'm not going to speak to you. That word, if you do this, I'm not going to speak to you, used to shatter my world.
And you used to listen?
Yeah, like of course, so like, okay, yeah, don't talk to me. I used to be like, yeah, don't talk to me. And after a day or in the evening only itself, if this, this fight has happened in the afternoon, in the evening, we are being like, she's being very cold to me. I'm trying to say Maggie khaigi, and she's not responding to me. And that thing, she's not responding to me. We're in the same room. Yeah, like I am the one usually to give silent treatment. So when I receive silent treatment, it's like gone, done for me. So then I was not so confrontational when it came to speaking. Lawyer skills थोड़ी बाद में kick in हुई. तो मैं इसको लेटर लिखती थी. I'm sorry. I understand your point. I'm drafting skills पहले से ही आ गई. That's so it's real. That's so yeah. It's like I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Just give me a little breather. I will figure things out my way. And is to tell her. And then it's not like she's to cut me slack at that point. कि बेचारी लिख के आई है. Like देख मैं तेरे भले के लिए बोल रही हूँ. Please सुना कर मेरी बात. I don't want to do this to you either. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but please don't stop talking to me. So keep yours and all that. So yeah, here's how I've navigated through teenage, and now I don't think so. Our bond has ever been so strong. I am a little secretive when it comes to my personal life, like married life. And I thought that I don't want to show the chinks in my armor, like what's happening back at home, my dirty laundry. But then I thought that if I don't bend to my own family, this will eat me up. Because sometimes with the family drama with home, you just need a year. That okay, just hear me out. कुछ ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं हुआ है, but सुन ले यार, दिल हल्का हो जाएगा, then I'll go to work. So that she is like my therapist, my best friend, everything. के इसको phone करूँगी, देख यार ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है, मुझे ना ऐसे ऐसे feel हो रहा है. She'll compose me that see, it's not that way. Maybe you are assuming things, you're presuming things. Don't do it. You get on with your life. It's not so big. It's first world problem. She'll calm me down, and then I'll like be fine.
And how was it being a Masi?
Oh man, luckily I was also the first one to know
Yes.
that I am going to be the Masi, and yeah, I mean, couldn't believe it that okay, she's gonna have a baby. This girl who was this, she used to wear these shorts like a Havaldar kind of a thing at home as a child, and we used to play this stupid game called Oink Point. Is going to be a mother, and this just little person who's a part of her is gonna come in my life. I can't express the feeling, like what I felt at that time, that I'll be holding a little piece of her in my hand, and I'm equally close to my Jiju. So the whole thing was completed, and it was just the most amazing feeling of my life.
I think you both are close to your Jijus. Yeah. So,
Bros before these sisters, huh?
so why is it so? I mean, more like I think me and Tejas have a lot of similarity in personalities. They usually say opposites attract, but in our case, similarities attracted us. I mean, for the longest time, like I said, me and Tanvi were not very close. And when Tejas came into the picture, our bond became stronger. So I think with time, I have developed so much respect for Tejas that he is, I don't want to admit it on camera per se, but he's brought us closer, So he's a very big reason for our strong bond today.
Nice.
Growing up and evolving sibling relationship, in early and middle childhood, it was almost like we were contemporaries. I mean, she was leading and I was following. The elder one is leader and the younger one is following. But in the teenage and early adulthood, you can say, because we have a very lesser age gap, less than 2 years, we also had a lot of physical equality. So most of the time there was fight for clothes and parents' attention that at that point of time. But I think we learned to share because of that. That's what is the lesson that I can see today. And today, if I have to talk about a current situation, I mean, she's offered me unparalleled emotional comfort in these major life transitions that I've had when I've gotten married and when I've had a baby. She's given me such invaluable advice and a very safe space to process my feelings. So I know when I was in my postpartum phase, I left my 5.5-month-old baby and went for my 24-hour duty like weekly. And it took a big toll on my mental health. And nobody in the family would understand why I was becoming so rebellious, angry, and frustrated all the time. No parent, in-laws, or even our spouses can understand a woman, but who better than a sibling who's such a good mother who's gone through that phase.
Yeah.
And because of that, now, today, she's my biggest support system. She's my confidant. She's very diligent and conscientious. So I can rely on her for everything. So there is nothing better than the situation that we are in today.
On the contrary, I think that, when you were talking about all the various stages that we went through life with, two things, in fact, which came to my mind is that we both also are just 2.5 years apart. And I was a teenager while she was also entering her teens. So we were basically navigating both our, puberty together. And then maybe some things which maybe I was in the middle of, I didn't want to see her in the same soup, or maybe I was a little more extra conscious at times that, the main thing that I think that both of our actions were directed is that we don't want to disappoint our parents. She, in fact, had one more person to not disappoint. So today I can realize the kind of pressure that she had. She had an extra person to really look up to and to cater to. And that is a strife that younger siblings sign up to without knowing. And then when we were getting married, we always had y'all back home. We always had y'all under us to assist us for things which y'all never got, because y'all don't have a younger sibling. And then, I remember we have a little ritual in our weddings that a night before the wedding, we have a puja wherein after that the girl is not allowed to step out of the house at all. even if a hair strand falls, the person in charge, who is generally the younger sister, is supposed to pick it up and, take care of it. I mean, you're supposed to be that protected. You're supposed to eat with, without people looking at you. And, it's time you are very prone to evil eye, aisa bolte hain. And then I used to think that when she gets married, she didn't have somebody as ideal as I had, when I got married. And that's the strength that, a good sibling relationship really gives you in life. And of course, it's not that if you're the elder one, you cannot count on the younger one for your problems. Just because they might have not faced it, that doesn't mean that they cannot really give you the best advice when it comes to, tackling certain situations, because you all are two different persons at the end of the day.
I actually have learned a lot seeing Krutha grow up at every phase of our sibling relationship or our life. When she was in school, she was academically more stronger than me. So, like Bhumika, you said that you had that pressure. Okay, now next time I will also do it. So it was me who was in that place. If she can do well, so can I. So there was this. Maybe it was a competition for me, but then slowly with time I started realizing that it's for my good only.
Yeah.
And even being the elder one, I have looked up to her life more, that how she can handle things so calmly. And I am constantly under that responsibility pressure that acha ye karna hai, ye karna hai, ye karna hai. And she is just chill with her life. And boundary setting, which is so important, I think I have learned it from her. Because when I have to ask my mother that I want to go out with my friends, maybe I couldn't ask with that clarity. So 100 questions will come up. Who are you going with? How much time will you come back? But no questions to her. I used to get angry. अच्छा इसको कुछ नहीं पूछते, मुझे क्यों पूछ रहे? But then after thinking, I realized no, she gave that clarity. And she once told this to me also, that why is it so? Because when she used to ask mom कि मुझे जाना है, she gave all the details कि कैसे करना है, क्या करें. So mom को कोई question ही नहीं होता था. Once I remember when she and Pushkar were dating, and she had not come home till some 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I don't remember. And I'm constantly fidgeting. Why mom is not telling her anything? I mean, not that I wanted her to come back, but I was so surprised. Why mom is not telling her anything? हाँ, and मुझे इतने फोन क्यों आते थे कि even okay, I used to go out with my would-be husband only, but फिर भी मुझे फोन आते थे. Why there is no phone to her? So maybe parents also evolve.
They evolve.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I got a call that night. अभी 4 बज गए हैं,
Because
please
it was
come
4
home.
a.m. It was 4 a.m.
4 a.m. वो तो भाई मुझे भी नहीं मिला, like, must be honest तो.
Yeah, that's why two siblings who are brought up in the same household, they have such differences in personality. It has so much to do with how the parent dynamics are, how actually even the temperament and the individual personality trait,
Yeah.
and even genetics for that matter, just talking about.
Among the all of us, I am the only one having 2 children. Okay. Now I want to listen from you all that if I have an elder sibling and a younger sibling whom I am responsible for their growth or their. So what advice you all would like to give to that generation who's raising a sibling, who's raising siblings together?
From the beginning, very coincidentally, I happened to read this book also, which is The Laws of Human Nature. And what is said in that is that there is parental trait that parents try to comfort, support, and shadow the weaker child a little more.
Yes.
And the child who's taking a little more effort comparatively feels that why am I not getting the same appreciation or whatever when I do double the hard work. On the contrary, if the other one is doing even a little bit, uske liye to matlab taaliyan bajti ja rahi hai. And I've seen this in many places, which is very unfair to the person, to the sibling who's actually working their ass off and, doing everything to please the parents. But parents ka sara focus wo ek bacche pe jo maybe weaker hai. It shouldn't be on the face. Of course, the weaker child needs a little more support, but it shouldn't be rubbing in the face of the other person who's, giving their all. And they're looking for that one appreciation from their parents.
If I have to give, I can't think of 1 or 2, but maybe 3 advice. But for an older sibling, I think what I've seen in our house the parents probably need to just ease up on the responsibility. Avoid that trap of perfectionism that you're expecting in an older sibling. And, balance it out a little bit by giving them certain privileges. And for a younger sibling, I would want to tell parents that, give me some responsibility. Let them make a few decisions, age-appropriate tasks probably, whatever age it is. But if it's a younger sibling, give them some front stand. And also, parents shouldn't be too hard on themselves. These days, we are very hard on ourselves when it comes to sugar, screens, whatever. Everybody would relate to this. So I think we should just let go of a few things. And at the same time, last and most important, which I feel is have a one-on-one time. I mean, Juhi, I really appreciate the mother-toddler class I've heard in a few of your earlier podcasts. That one-on-one time makes so much of a difference, so much of an impact on a child's psychology. The parental influence has more of an impact than we can imagine today.
Yeah.
So please give one-on-one time to both your child or both your children equally.
In our household, I always say love is the only answer for everything, and there cannot be too much love. So I believe that if I have two children, when I have two children instead, because I will have two children, so then love, I mean, they need to understand love firstly. They need to love each other as much they love us, and they should know that it is the answer for every problem, every situation that they may face with each other, against each other, or with anything else in their life. I mean, they can confide into each other. We have to make sure that we create an happy, healthy environment for them. And I do not completely disagree with, a healthy competition between siblings, because that is the first school. How home is the first school. Home is the first place where you learn things. And forcing them, not against each other, but with each other to make sure that they learn something in the bargain. But at the same time, respecting each other, because respect is not based on age. The younger one deserves just as much respect as much the elder one deserves. And these are the few, I think, love and respect. Once that is, morally inculcated into the children, I think many problems are solved after that.
Yes, I think I have a 4-year-old gap between both the kids, and I understand the elder sibling perspective more than the younger one. So I pay a lot of attention to what Kyra is thinking and how she must be feeling more than, okay, Aryan is just 1-year-old, so maybe I don't know how he'll turn up to be. But I have made sure that I give her the time and space to accept that, okay, your mom is being shared, your dad is being shared. And I'm happy that in 1 year's time, I've been able to do that. And where she feels, I think even with Prutha's son, I mean, in our house, I think there's nothing like a cousin. She always tells her teacher, I have 2 brothers, one Arav and one Aryan. So she doesn't have that, okay, she is my cousin and he's my brother. So I like that, and I never try to correct her that, okay, you have 2 brothers. So she always says that we 3 are going to go to the school. So she's looking forward when Arav and Aryan are going to go to school with her, and they'll come back. So then I have not told her, but then she says, no, once they both are in school, I'm going to go to their class and see what they are doing, how they are doing. I'm going to keep a check on her. Imagine a 5-year-old.
So the responsibility thing is not what parents put in. It just counts.
It's not responsibility, it's protection, I feel. That protective nature that, hey, this is my little person who's come and I also love him or equally. So I think it's driven by a protection.
Also gender-based, yeah. Gender-based. I think girls are naturally more nurturing. They're more loving.
Yes, I think girls are even, I'd gone for the PTM, I remember, and the teacher was saying Kyra is so organized, Kyra is helping so many other kids. And I was surprised because she doesn't do all these things at home. But then the teacher actually asked me. But I said that, no, I don't want her to be organized then. I want her to have a home where it's a safe space for her, where she's not being judged or being told, you do this, you do that. Yes, there will come a time where I will discipline her, but maybe this is not the age. I want her to enjoy her being a toddler. I want her to enjoy having that attention. Like, I have grown up under pressure, maybe because I don't want her to grow up under pressure that, no, your siblings are there who are looking up to you, I will never say that line to her.
My parents, our parents personally, had this notion that as a younger sibling or even in my early teens, she was held accountable for my mistakes many times, mostly in the childhood era. But many a times she was like, if I committed a mistake, my parents used to be like, what were you doing while all of this was happening? Like, we left you responsible. After us, you were the responsible person. You were the adult in the room. What were you doing? And then I remember this very vividly. It was my 18th birthday. We were cutting the cake, and she's like, I am officially announcing herehenforth I have abstained from the responsibility of Bhumika Bajaj. She is no more my responsibility. I am not going to be held accountable for her actions anymore. Period.
I think, Juhi, this episode has been an emotional roller coaster.
Absolutely. I'm sure my tears must be kept.
Bhumika, you've already lightened up the episode by saying the line, and I think it's now time to lighten up further. And this is the favorite part of the episode. That's the rapid fire round. So I hope you both are ready.
So for our favorite part, the rapid fire round, the setup is I will be asking you, Brutha, a question, and then Tanvi will be asking Bhumika. So here we go. So between you two, who is the bigger drama queen?
Definitely me.
That's so clear. Yeah, it's always.
I was expecting a different answer, okay? Okay, Bhumika, who's more likely to start a fight and who's more likely to end it?
Start a fight, like I said, I'm not so confrontational. I think she would, and I think ending I would be with a note, like I said.
Who is the parents' obvious favorite? Be honest.
Definitely her.
And this is an honest answer, you think?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my god, it is out in the open. The public knows. The masters know now.
Bhumika, if you could swap one trait of Juhi's, what would that be?
I think the capacity to be a superwoman. Yeah, because she wants to and can do multiple things together. I don't want to, neither I can do it together. Don't think so. Yeah.
One thing you admire about Tanvi but have never told her.
She has the power to basically change your perspective and she doesn't know it. I mean, she will make you see a perspective which, was right in front of you and it was so obvious, but she just opens your eyes. And not me, she's done this with multiple people. So, yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
I think I agree with you.
Who gives better advice between the two of you and who follows advice?
I think, of course, with the amount of experience and the amount of circumstances she's faced, of course, she has better advice. And very, properly, I follow it.
Now that you're a lawyer also, you want to say this?
Yeah, because I don't think so she comes to solicit advice.
No, that's not true. What is the one thing about your sibling relationship which you would like to go back and change?
The years from early and middle childhood where we lacked communication. I mean, if I could just go back in time, I would just try and go back and hug that Tanvi tight for always being such a good and such a best friend to me.
And lastly, Bhumika, what's one life decision Juhi made that secretly surprised you?
I think she chose to get married a little too early. Yeah, I thought I'll have a little more years with her. So that surprised me that she wanted to leave me and go.
Okay, thank you both for being so honest, so unfiltered, and I think this was one of our best episodes that we have, and we couldn't have done it anyone better than you both. So thank you once again for being so honest and just opening your heart.
Thank you so much for having us. This has been very insightful, not just from the point of view of this whole setup, but also a very good platform to actually come out and speak about the past. You don't actually sit down now and talk about the past because there are so many things in the present. But going back in the retrospect and, viewing everything from a bird's eye view, I think that was a very, fresh affair.
Yeah. And like they had discussed with us earlier, we literally forgot there was a camera.
Yeah, truly.
Behind us. We just friends talking and it was
truly
very...
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
If today's episode struck a chord for you, please like and subscribe. And if there is any memory that resonates with our episode today, please do drop a comment and stay tuned for more. Thank you.